Hey there, we're at episode 50, and it's been about 2 months since my last video. For the first time, I think this is the longest I've gone without making a video. Um, so a lot has happened. I can't really remember actually where I left off in the last video, but let's catch up real quick. Supposed to go to rehab stage 2. I was having a lot of fear, doubts, and anxiety. I end up having a little freak out a couple days before I was supposed to go, and I ended up relapsing, and I've been in relapse pretty much the better part of the last 2 months. Had a lot of fear and anxiety, and really didn't know where I belonged. I really kind of made a lot of excuses and fed into my own bullshit, and there was just I don't know, I felt like I wasn't happy in active addiction. I wasn't happy in recovery. I wasn't happy in the middle. Everything that everybody said to me and the advice that people gave me just rubbed me the wrong way. Everyone's words of wisdom and encouragement was just getting to me. I don't know what it was. There was just something that was off, really off. And I just wanted to use, and then so I ended up using, and I couldn't start doing it secretly, and I remember going to getting dropped off at my house, and saying I needed to do something, and then next thing you know, I'm texting to go get more stuff, and at that point I realized I was on autopilot for a while, and I wasn't in control, and just watching myself play out like a movie, and then I kind of snapped out of it and stopped texting the person I was trying to get stuff from, and texted my best friend, and said, I can't stop. I'm out of control. I need help. And they came over and assisted with helping me get off of it. I really struggled to get off of it. It was hard. I still kept sneaking around. I couldn't let go, and it was making me really, really sick. I was really very ill, and in a lot of pain, but I still couldn't stop. I was crying as I was using because I wanted to stop, but I couldn't. It was pretty bad, and so I didn't end up making it through rehab. I stopped going to meetings, and everything spiraled really fast, and even without knowing what I know, I still couldn't stop. I didn't know where I belonged. I thought I screwed everything up. I felt like a failure. The overwhelming compulsion to keep going and keep using was so incredibly strong. I released my addiction all over again, and I honestly wasn't sure if I was going to get it under control. I felt more like my addiction than I was me, and if it wasn't for a profound spiritual experience that I had experienced, I don't think I would have stopped. So I was watching my sister's dog, and she was gone on vacation for 11 days, and during that time I was just freshly clean, and I was trying to stay clean, and I don't know, it was like a few days into watching him, and I got what I truly believe was a message from my higher power. It's like he was speaking directly to me, and basically said that I need to keep going, and there's a bright future ahead of me that I couldn't even imagine. And there's a door to walk through, and it's up to me if I walk through that door or not, but that door's not going to be there forever. In that moment, all the fear running through my head, what's kept me paralyzed in that same spot for so long, and then I had a bigger fear, the biggest fear I ever probably experienced, and that would be the idea of never moving forward and never walking through that door and never having anything to live for and just staying there forever till the day I die was so much worse than anything I could imagine. So I knew I had to face my fear head on, and I wasn't willing to give up a bright future, and I know I'm better than this, and better than what I was putting my body through, and better than my addiction and what I'm giving myself credit for. And I just decided to push past it and walk through the fire, and I'm very glad I did. Ever since then, things have been so different. I made a using schedule to microdose off like I always do, because the amounts I was doing, it's very dangerous to abruptly stop. But I waited 4 days until for my first dose, and then on that day I did my first dose, and something had changed. I got the rush and everything like I usually do. It was dead. There was a dead feeling. There's nothing. It didn't give me the joy. It didn't give me the synthetic happiness. The everything that comes with it. Always comes with it. Always just wasn't there. I just regretted it immediately. I immediately wanted it out of my body. Because every time I was using before that, I was just praying that I would survive through to the next time, because I was in so much pain. I wasn't sure. My heart was doing all these weird palpitations, and I was pretty sure that I couldn't handle it if I kept going. That every time I used, I was scared that was going to be the last time. But it wasn't enough. So I really, I immediately detoxed. I wasn't happy. I so regretted it. I scrapped my schedule. I threw out everything I had drug related, and I realized that I don't want to put anything else in my body that harms it. So I threw it all out, and I even quit smoking that same day. Now it's been 3 weeks. I'm still going pretty strong. Right after I did that, and that renewed my hope and my motivation and everything to go on, and I knew I had something to live for. A new sponsor fell into my lap, and he's great, and he's exactly what I've been looking for, exactly what I needed, and he is all the right things for me, and we've done more in the last 3 weeks than I've done in the last 2 years with all my sponsors combined. I'm finally moving forward, which is truly amazing, and I'm really happy, because I'm finding a lot of success, and I'm finding all the things I was looking for that I couldn't find. He's all about structure and doing things the right way and doing the work, and I've been doing everything I've asked of me, and it really seemed to pay off. Great things are happening, things are falling into place like they always do if I'm doing the next right thing. And I felt like that all stopped for a while, but I realized I wasn't doing the work. I did a little bit of the work, I did a little bit of this, and I put other things before my recovery, I put other people before my recovery, and it just kept ended up in the same space, in the same spot. But right now, more than it ever has, my recovery is the most important thing to me. It's number one, and nothing will ever be in front of it, because anything I put in front of it, I stand to lose. I heard that so many times, and I really get it now, because it just keeps happening, and it's like I can't have anything if I can't do this first, if I can't put this first. This is fucking serious. This is live or die. I don't know what was wrong with me before, why I mentally couldn't commit, why I was scared, I don't really know where a lot of that, I know it came from fear, and then I heard somebody say talk to a minister, and it's like the devil doesn't want to destroy you, he wants to delay you, because all he has to do is delay you and keep you from being the person you're meant to be. And I was like, wow, that really speaks to me, because it just seems like every time I'm in those negative spots, that's all I'm doing, is I'm just delaying. And if I would have delayed, I never would have walked through that door, and I would have never be here. And I'm like, finally, after 2 years of trying to figure this out and making mistakes and learning from my mistakes and all this stuff, I finally just feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. Not only that, it's working. I got all the pieces I need to make it work, and now we're just executing the plan. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing, working the program. That's all I wanted to do, is work the program. I can stop picking sponsors that haven't finished the steps or have no idea what they're doing, or I'm their first sponsee and I don't know how to direct and lead, and this is exactly what I need. It feels good. And after our conversation, he said, I'm like, everything I feel is normal. Everything I've been through is normal. And in terms of the program, or like, the feelings about being stuck and not trusting the process as part of the process, and I'm where I'm supposed to be and all that. So I'm just like, oh, thank God. So like, here I am thinking I'm doing everything wrong and not doing recovery right, and it's not working for me, but I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And this is how it is for everybody. Well, that's a load off. I was killing myself with the pressure and the stress that it wasn't going to work for me, and I was doing it all wrong. So that is literally, you have no idea how much that makes me just be able to breathe and relax, and that's pretty amazing. I'm so happy and blessed to have my sponsor, because he's such a great guy, and I know that I am going to be successful with him. I just know it. I don't have a single fiber being in my body telling me otherwise, and I'm 100% committed for the first time, and not only that, I have 100% faith in my higher power and their plan for me and where I'm gonna go, and it's finally just, everything is where it's supposed to be. I just know it. I just know it. I just know it. I just know it. So right now I'm just doing a lot of work on through the program work, and I'm going to meetings, and I'm doing art, and I'm doing singing, and just focusing on those things right now, and I'm just integrating things very slowly, small bits at a time as they come up, and not rushing anything to not get overwhelmed, and we already know how that works out for me. So I'm really trying to do everything different than I did it before, and take time and be careful and watch my footing, and not jump into things and not think things through like I usually do, or overthink things to death like I usually do. I know it's a really specific line to be on, but I think I finally found it. So just really connected to my higher power right now, and it's making a huge difference in my life. I know I don't walk alone. I know I walk with God, and that makes me feel so much better. When you've seen what I've seen, you just know what's really out there, and you gotta decide what side you want to be on. I don't want to be on the other side. I definitely do not. I can honestly say that I didn't see myself feeding myself bullshit and buying into my own bullshit, and I didn't see all that. I'm glad I see it now, but when things get bleak, it's hard. It's just like this fog around you. You can't see through it, and it just seems like it's never going to end, and things get hopeless fast. I applied for school. 5 months. I got 5 months. If I can stay sober now for the next 5 months, I will be over the hump of it, and I will be in a really good spot. I'll be in a good spot when school comes. I know what to expect. It turns out I couldn't go directly into filmmaking. I have to take a 2-year diploma first in a related field, so I applied for general arts and science, film studies major, and that's 2 years, and then the advanced film program is 1 year, so it looks like it'll be 3 years before I finally graduate in what I want to do, and then I can finally start doing what I want to do, and that's I'm doing it now. I'm working on my first documentary that's going to be filmed this summer. I'll just tell people's story, and we have somebody I went to camp with that has an amazing story that I want to share with the world, and I have my friend who owns a production company that's going to be helping me with it, to take it a little farther than I could take it by myself, and it's going to be great. And yeah, I'm still trying to do fun stuff with videos in my free time, and I know I'm going to be able to affect change. I know I'm going to be able to make films and documentaries and stuff that affect people's lives and make people's lives better and change the way we view things, and it's going to be powerful. It's going to be great, and it's going to be what I was meant to do. I truly believe that I'm going to change this world for the better, even just a little bit. So I'm really looking forward to that so much. So the next 5 months, and then I'm working out too. So the next 5 months, I'm like literally just focused on mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and soul. Let's get mind, body, and soul in a healthy, consistent, stable place. And then we're going to hit school. We're going to stay consistent. We're going to go through. It's going to be great. I have no doubt in my mind. You know, I can honestly say I have learned a lot, so much from the last 2 years. I don't regret anything. I don't regret any of the relapses. If I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't have learned what I learned. I wouldn't be this person. I'm turning into the best version of myself, the best person I could be. And that is truly amazing, and that's what I want. And I wouldn't be this version of me without all that horrible stuff. Granted, it sucked to go through it, but if that's what I had to go through to get to be the best version of myself, I say it's honestly worth it. Because that best version of myself is going to do great things. And they're going to make a huge mark in this world. And they are going to change shit for the better. And that is powerful. So, God bless for that. You know, I got what I prayed for. That's what I wanted to do, is help people. I didn't know how it's going to happen. But now I see exactly how it's going to happen. And it's just part of it. It's part of my story. And I'm okay with that. I can accept that. This is who I am. And everybody has a story, and my story's pretty intense, but I don't know. I'm happy to have survived what I've been through, and I get to share that with the world and connect with people through the same thing and connect to people's true hearts. So, with that being said, it's amazing. This is the 50th video. Pretty amazing. I mean, it's 50 videos. Went by pretty darn quick, but slow as hell at the same time. Hope everyone's doing okay out there. If you're not, please reach out to your local support numbers or people, or NA, AA, CA, whatever. If you need help finding that information, please message me and I will direct you and help you the best I can. Okay, bye now.